Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is IDRIS, and as for today, I would like to be talking regarding a topic that I personally have experienced it throughout my whole entire life, which is living with a cleft lip. So every year, thousands of babies are born with cleft lip, a treatable condition, but it will affect a person's appearance and also the ability for them to eat, speak, hear, and also their overall performance, and it will often leave a lasting impact on that particular person's life. And the next thing is I would like to acknowledge the definition of cleft lip. So what does cleft lip actually mean? So cleft lip happens when a baby's upper lip does not fully form during pregnancy, resulting in a gap or split. It is mentioned by Eloa Cristina Pesucci Ambrosi 2023. The problems arising from orofacial clefts are multifaceted as the anatomical morphological changes influence both functional criteria, breathing, speech, swallowing, hearing, craniofacial growth/development, and aesthetic and psychosocial aspect. So in this speech of mine, I will cover about three things, which is the causes why cleft lip happens, the effects of cleft lips, and also cleft lips have played a major role in terms of shaping my insecurity throughout my whole life. So to start with, I will talk about the causes. So one of the many aspects that a person has to understand about cleft lip is the causes, which both involve genetic and environmental factors. So it is mentioned by Professor Roberto Mayer 2023, it has been known for some time that there is a genetic component to cleft lip and that some environmental factors such as smoking, stress, infections, and malnutrition during pregnancy can also increase the risk of cleft lip. And I couldn't agree more because it has already been scientifically proven. So for me, the significant reason behind me having cleft lip is because genetic reason. My father's side of the family has a full history of people being born with cleft lip, and the closest example that I can get to you guys is my aunt and her son, which is my cousin. Both of them were born with cleft lip and also cleft palate. And for your information, I was only born with cleft lip, which make my cleft lip less visible. Which make my cleft lip less visible compared to theirs. So the next one, I'll go to the effects of cleft lip. So beyond its physical appearance, cleft lip can also have several effects on a person's daily life, including feeding, speech, and overall development. So according to a research, cleft lip and cleft palate affect about 1 in 700 births worldwide. So for me, one of the identified problems that I have faced during my entire life is a dental problem. So this is one of the problems that is quite common for cleft lip patients. So since I was born, my teeth was not properly structured, and I have been going to the hospital Raja Zainab 2 to be exact, to do a regular checkups on my gum and also my teeth. And in 2017, I underwent a surgery to take my bone and my hips to be put here because my gum was slightly receding, and the operation was a success. And the next one, I will be talking about how cleft lip has definitely changed my life and has shaped my insecurity throughout my whole life. So Imran Rizvi and Sarah A. Jackson mentioned in their article that literature has provided evidence that self-esteem may play a role in patterns of self-perception, as patients with lower levels of self-confidence tended to avoid their own faces. And I couldn't agree more to their article because when I was a kid, I remember I was super insecure about how I look, even though some people would actually just tell me that I actually look good and I actually look charming, but it was so hard for me to believe them because I already have this perception that I don't look good. So it was killing me at that time when I was a kid because I was so insecure, and by receiving that comments, it actually made me just thought of people just saying that because they want me to make me feel better in some ways. So yes, and I also remember when I was a kid, before going to sleep, I always pray that this is all just nightmare, a bad dream, and when I wake up tomorrow, I'll have a normal mouth. And it is quite sad for a little kid to be thinking about that, you know, because at that age, kids should just like enjoy their life and just be playing around with their friends. But personally, me, I didn't do that because I was so insecure, and I just thought that maybe if I don't mingle with people that much, I will not open space for them to hate me or just to make me feel insecure even more. So in conclusion, cleft lip is actually caused by both genetic and environmental factors, and it does not only affect physical appearance, but it also affect hearing, eating, and also overall development. So it is important for us to understand that people with cleft lip, they do not choose that they want cleft lip. They are born with it. So it is very important for us to support awareness and just to show kindness, and instead of giving judgment, we should just support them and just give them the love that they've always wanted to. And I think by doing so, we can actually reduce the stigma that has been going on for years for cleft lip patients. And in the end, a person's worth is not defined by how they look, but it is actually defined by how they are and their personality and also their heart. So let's choose empathy over judgment, and let's create a world where everyone feels comfortable in their own skin, which will make the world a better place. And as for me, I am already confident in my own skin as I'm growing up, and I couldn't care less about what others have to say about me because I know myself better than anyone else, and I am actually one in a million. And that is all from me. I hope you will get some benefits from my speech. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum.